So the next topic is how do we create a company in tallyprime. See, first of all, what is company? See, company is nothing but a file. So when we want to maintain accounts of a particular company, first in Tally we are supposed to create a file. Here in Tally we don't call it as a file, rather than calling it as a file we call it as a company. So it means that when you create a company in Tally, it is nothing but a file which we will be using to maintain our company's accounts. So how do we create a company in tallyprime? The first step is we are supposed to open tallyprime application software. Once you open, this is the first step, once you open, then we are supposed to continue. If we are not having the license of the software, we can continue in the education mode. If we are maintaining for a company with a licensed version, then you can select the licensed version and press enter. Once the license is active, it will not ask anything, directly it will open the application. Then once the application is open, then we are supposed to go to the company creation option. When you select the company creation option, so in the company creation screen, we are supposed to fill all the necessary details for creating a company. That is the company name, mailing address, mailing details, phone number, company phone number, fax number, telephone number, the email address, website address, GST number. So all those informations, whatever is necessary and which are there, we have to fill that, and then finally we have to accept it as yes to save and create a new company. So this is the simple procedure. I will detailedly discuss with the steps how to create. Let us continue. So you can see here, as soon as you open Tally, first the screen will look in this way. That is, there will be a button go to activated, and in this you can see there is a drop down box. So here we are supposed to select the option create company. So when you select the option create company, what happens? It leads or it opens the company creation screen. This is actually called as company creation screen. So this is what, as I said you, it is actually called as company creation screen. So in this screen we are supposed to fill our company details. So you can notice here, for example sake, I have entered the name of the company as Capital Computers, then automatically the main name will be Capital Computers. If it is different, that is if you are having a head office which manages all the mails and other things, so then you can give the company name and head office branches, and then the address, then the state. After selecting the state, we are supposed to select the country, then we are supposed to give the PIN code and the company telephone number, then the mobile number. If you have the fax number, you can mention the fax number, then the email address, then the website address. Then next important thing is we have to select the base currency. See, base currency is nothing but the currency which is mainly used in our business. That is actually called as base currency. So in India, if we are doing the business, it means that our base currency by default is nothing but rupees. So that is the reason why here rupiah symbol is updated. We have to select rupiah symbol, and then the formal name is INR. INR stands for Indian rupees. So this is the formal name. So this also in the drop down list we are supposed to select. Then we are supposed to select the financial year beginning from. See, if accounts basically starts from 1st April of an year and ends by 31st March of next year. Suppose if it is 23, then it will be 24, that is 31st March 24. Here the financial year beginning from will be 1st April 2023 for example, or if it is 24, 2024, or if it is 25, it will be 2025. Then the next is books beginning from, when actually the transactions are happening in your company, that is from when are you maintaining the transactions. So that date we are supposed to give. So this date also usually will be the same financial year starting date itself. But if your company is newly created, that is suppose the financial year is 1st April 2023, or 24, but the company is created in the month of August, then definitely the book's beginning date will be 1st of August or whatever the date from when the transactions are starting. So after setting all this, finally it will ask us accept yes or no. So in Tally, whenever it asks accept yes or no, it means save yes or no. So when I opt yes, that is when I press Y, it means in Tally yes. If you press N, it means no. So when I press yes, so it finally saves and our company gets created. That is, the company by name Capital Computers gets created. Next. As soon as you create, so you will get a message here stating the company is successfully created. Then automatically it will ask for featuring option. Company features. So what is this company features? See, company features is nothing but it is a type of setting which is applicable only for our company, that is our own accounting file. So as I said you earlier, accounting file is nothing but called as company. So the company which we have created, only for that it will make a customized setting, that is only known as featuring. So by default you can see these are the settings available. So here maintain accounts, we will set it as yes. Then enable bill wise entries, you can opt it as no or yes according to your requirement. So these options, everything whatever you see each options here under the featuring, so we are supposed to set this according to our requirement. After setting all this, then even in the taxation it will ask for us for whether we need to enable GST, TDS, TCS. So depending on our requirement, the option has to be enabled yes, or if you don't need, you have to set it as no. This entirely depends on your company, the company for which you are maintaining accounts. So according to that we are supposed to set. After filling all these details, again it will ask you finally it will ask you for accept yes or no. So when you give it as yes, then the featuring whatever settings or alterations we have done, it will get saved and the company will open up. So you can see here successfully after all the featuring is done, so it will finally ask us to accept yes or no. So when you give it as yes, okay, that is by the shortcut Y. So what happens, the featuring whatever we have done, it gets applied and the company screen opens as you are able to see here. So this is how it opens, the company screen. So our company name will be displayed here, financial year will be displayed here, whatever is the current date it will be displayed. If we have done voucher entries, it will show here. This screen what we see here, this is actually called as the gateway of Tally. This entire screen is actually called as gateway of Tally, and the menu which you are able to see here, this is actually called as gateway of Tally menu. Gateway of Tally menu. Okay, so this is how we create the company, students. Okay, so next, now let us learn how to create a company in Tally. See, in Tally, a company is nothing but the file in which the accounts of a certain company is maintained. So suppose I want to maintain accounts for a company XYZ, then in Tally application I am supposed to create a file by name XYZ. This file in Tally is actually called as company. So let us continue. So now first step is I am supposed to open tallyprime application. Double click or right click and click on open option. So in this way I will be able to open tallyprime application. Once the tallyprime application opens, you can select to activate the license if you are having the license. Otherwise, for educational purpose, we can select the option continue in education mode. Once you click on this, so this is how it opens. You can notice here in the go to button or in the go to region, you can see the list of companies dialog box or drop down option. So here we are supposed to select the option create company and click on it or select and press enter. So this actually activates the company creation screen. So in the company creation screen, we are supposed to enter the company name first. So as you can notice here in the company creation screen, first I am entering the company name. Say for example, my company name is Capital Computers. So I'll enter here Capital Computers. Next, the mailing name. By default, company name itself will be the mailing name. So in case the company is having an administrative office where they receive the letters, so in that case, the mailing address will be Capital Computers admin office. If not, so it will be just Capital Computers. Then the address. So in this way, we are supposed to enter the address of the company. Then next, we are supposed to select the state. Then we are supposed to enter next the country. After selecting the country, we are supposed to select or enter the area pin code. Once the area pin code is updated, next we are supposed to enter the telephone number of the company, mobile number of the company, fax number, email address of the company, website of the company. Then the financial year we are supposed to set. So if it is 23-24, that is financial year 2023-24, then it would be 1st April 23. If it is 24-25, then it will be 1st April 24. If it is 25-26, then it will be April 25. So in this way we'll enter the financial year. Then next is books beginning from. That is when you are starting your account books. That is when the transaction starts. So that particular date will be the books beginning date. So usually the books beginning date also will be the same date as of the financial year. Next, base currency symbol. That is the main currency used in the business we are supposed to select. So in our case, we are doing the business in India. So the Indian currency is rupiah. So we are supposed to give rupiah symbol. And the formal name will be INR, that is Indian rupees. Then when I press enter key, it asks me for accept yes or no. So when it asks for accept yes or no, we are supposed to select the option yes. So when you select the option yes, the company gets saved and it gets created. So in order to activate the option yes, we are supposed to use keyboard shortcut Y, and if you don't want, then for opting no, we are supposed to select N. So in Tally, usually yes, if you want to activate yes, then you are supposed to press Y. If you want to activate no, then you are supposed to press N. So in this case, I am pressing Y so that the company gets created and saved. So you can notice it is now successfully created. Now automatically it takes us to the next option, that is company featuring. Company featuring is a setting which is applicable for our selected company only or our selected file only. So in this case, so it's asking me whether I have to maintain accounts, then I am supposed to select yes. So it is asking me, do you want to maintain bill by bill entries? So in my case, I am giving it as no. Then it is asking me, do you want to maintain inventory? I'm opting it as yes. Then it is asking, do you want to integrate accounts with inventory? I'm opting it as yes. Then it asks me to enable goods and service tax, that is GST. If you have goods and service tax details then you are supposed to select it as yes and fill in the GST details. In this case, as of now, I am opting it as no. Later again I can enable GST, there is no issues. So finally when I press enter, it will ask me accept yes or no. As I said you earlier, if you want to opt it as yes, then you are supposed to press keyboard shortcut Y, and if you don't want, then you are supposed to select N. So I'm selecting it as Y. So this is how the company gets created successfully. So this is the easy steps for creating a company in Tally. As I said you, company is nothing but the file which we will use to maintain accounts for a particular company in tallyprime application. So today's class will conclude here. So practically also I'll show you how to create the company. In further coming classes, we'll continue with the topic account groups. We'll see how to create account groups, then ledgers. So one by one in a easy method, I'll help you to understand the concept how to create or how to maintain accounts in the system method using tallyprime.